Good morning, everyone, and what a fantastic day it is today. It's so summery, it's so lovely. We're inside, but we don't mind because we've got a fantastic day of crafting here on Crafters TV today. It's going to be a fab day. It's going to be as sunny inside as it is outside. So I hope you are all well and you're looking forward to a fantastic day. They're telling me in my ear it's always sunny at Crafters Companion. So there you go. We love that. That's how we feel. Now it's a really, really exciting day. I know we use that, we say that a lot, but today really is. So we've got Play Your Crafts Right this morning. Obviously I haven't seen it, but I think it's one hopefully that we're not going to be able to do today. Then we've got a first look show. Now, if you are as excited about this first look as we are here, then this is one you don't want to miss. I'm not going to spoil it. Michelle's going to tell you all about it in our Play Your Crafts Right, but there is so much excitement about this product. It's not a die, it's not a stamp. I'm going to leave it there. Leave it there and you can have a little bit of a tease, and then I will be disappearing because I'll be in the other studio for a few shows today because I'm on Hobby Maker as well, and Lily will be back here for 6 p.m. for our lovely craft expert, because I'm going to introduce her in a minute, to be doing a craft along. And Nicola, do we have a guest? We might have a guest. So hopefully we have. And I think I saw Michelle's craft along in a bag in the house this morning, and it looks very nice indeed. So I said the name. So let's say good morning to Michelle. She's finished doing whatever she was doing. She was so busy. So good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
good morning.
Exciting day, isn't it?
Oh my God. I can't.
The voice has gone.
I'm so excited, not only for my fabulous craft along, which I meant to bring in and I forgot, so I'll bring it in when we've got a little break, but shimmer sprays. Oh,
I know.
It feels like it needs to be whispered. Shimmer sprays.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
Are unbelievable. We might have a little quick play this morning in the show, but definitely later on today we've got the shimmer
first
sprays.
Look.
Yes.
Shimmer sprays. Is it said with like awe? Is that what it is? Is
yes.
it awe?
Yes.
And yeah.
This is not
just any shimmer sprays.
This is Crafters Companion shimmer spray.
We saw that our Craig was doing some voiceovers. We're trying to put it out there that we can do voiceovers.
We can do them as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. We can do voiceovers too. So yeah, it's going to be a really, really exciting day today. Now there's lots of you here, so let's see. So obviously you've seen it's Michelle and myself this morning. In the gallery we've got our George and we've got our Nicola. There we go, they're both saying hello and yay. We've got... I would never forget anybody's name, George. I might have done. And I just have to go through all the names in my head. I'm just ticking them off mentally. Look, this brain's old now. This more, it's falling apart. They're really taking the mickey at me. And we've got Julia running around answering our every whim and keeping us looked after. There, Julia, she's going to be absolutely brilliant. Now, on the socials, we've got our Rachel, and a few minutes ago, her Gemini 2 was 32 stops away. Yes, she says, I think lots of people, UK people, will be getting theirs today if they ordered off our website. So there we go. If you're getting your Gemini 2, let us know. Give us the heads up and let us know. We've also got your Ben's on already. Says good morning, everyone. We've got Pamela says hello and good morning. Sarah Brown saying hi there, everyone. I'm hoping you're all well. Sending hugs to you all from Melbourne, Australia. We are. Gareth Dobbs says good morning, and he's in sunny Isle of Wight. Linda Armstead says good morning from Maryland. Geraldine Johnson says, hi, still sleepy, but this lively programme should help help me wake up. Good morning, and we'll certainly try our best. Zoe Carver's in a sunny West Sussex. Brenda K. Tatchell is good morning from Kentucky. And Nikki Gill is good morning all from a hot and sunny Leicester. And then a question, I think it's come from Rachel. Is Michelle still covered in shimmer from yesterday? What was was that you prepping here, getting ready?
I was prepping here yesterday.
Yeah.
I was using the shimmer sprays, but I was also using the gilding flakes.
Oh no, shimmer sprays and gilding flakes.
I was literally, they was on my eyelashes, so every time I blinked, it was like a mirror ball was like going round.
How did you get on your eyelashes with glasses?
I had it up my nostrils. It was everywhere.
I'm not going to ask. Oh, and Carol Dunn says her G2 is arriving today. Yes, so absolutely excited. You have to excuse me, I'm having to do it with my phone. The tablet that we normally use isn't working, so there we go. Right, now, it is a Saturday, so Saturday and Sunday we have a weekend wonder. We bring you a new weekend wonder. This one went live about 8 minutes ago, so it is absolutely brand spanking new. Now, don't forget, Weekend Wonder always gives you double points. Now, what you're going to get your 30 sheets of your luxury gold cardstock. That's giving you your encapsulated glitter. You've got your mirror and your satin. You're going to get your, go down this side, you're going to get your luxury in your silver. So that's 12 by 12, and it's got your encapsulated glitter and your pearlescent silver. You've got your blush plaid pad in there. You've got your bag, die-cut gift bag set. Now you're going to pay for those, and we're going to throw in your Mediterranean Dreams A4 luxury linen cardstock even absolutely free. So we're going to drop that down to £55 or $65. But even better than that, right down at the bottom, £44, $52 is your platinum price. And don't forget, it doesn't say on the screen, but it's double points on all of those. So if you're platinum, 88 points or 104 if you're in the US. So that is really, really exciting. So if you're wanting that, I am surprised that we're able to do this, because I honestly thought the plaid pad was going to sell out the other day when we had this. So I suspect, looking at this, that the thing that's going to break this could be your plaid pad. So yeah, it's going to be one of the lowest stocks, and make sure you pick that up. Now we've got lots of other lovely goodies on the show today. So like I said, we've got the shimmer sprays. We're going to have a first look at those. We've got Michelle's craft along as well, and we're going to have a little bit of inspiration first with the ornate nesting dies. Yes. So this is what your craft along is all going to be focused on, the ornate nesting dies.
Yeah. I love these, and again, I always say about a nesting die, in any way, shape or form, a nesting die is a real big part of any basic stash, because there's so much you can do with it, and it works beautifully. So that, again, I'll grab it in a little bit, but the inside of my my craft along, it's going to be like a light box, and these just frame the inside beautifully. And then we've just done some more decorative elements on there, but for now we're going to use the quartz one. I just love the names for these. The names are just fabulous all by themselves, let alone the dies that come with them. So I'm going to use the quartz, and it's 5.1 by 5.1. You've got that lovely element in the middle, that real beautiful decorative piece, and you've got your frame. And what I love about these is you've got these 4 corner pieces, but they're all different. So you've got 4 different corner pieces in here. They're not just 4 of the same one, all 4 of them are different. So again, it means that you can be doing so much more just by alternating what corners you use. So I've got some gold mirror, and I've just got some of our white gold mirror from the Weekend Wonder deal.
Very on point there.
Right, so let me bring in my plates.
Did you know, in that Weekend Wonder deal, 29p 8 sheet the cardstock works out to be, which is an amazing price. When you think of the quality of what you're getting, mirror, encapsulated glitter and everything in there, 29 pence per sheet.
That's a... Do you know what? I mean, I've been into some small craft shops and things, and I've paid £2 for just one sheet of maybe a glitter or, you know, sort of a bit more of a specialist card. So the fact that you're getting those for 29
And some of those, and like I say, some of those are 12 by 12s. So it's really good.
Yeah, so I know I've paid more than that as well. For one 12 by 12 sheet, I've paid more than £2. But Ben, if you're listening, just plug your ears, please.
Yeah, not if Ben's listening, you don't need to know, no. There we go.
Right, so let me just pop that off there and that off there. It's nice that I can officially use the G2. The last time I used it, we were sneakily using it ahead of time. Johnny just let me have a little bit of a play, which was very nice. I did feel a little bit naughty, but at least I can use it officially now, which is good.
Yes.
So let's pop this out so you can see how beautiful these cut. Just pop those couple of pieces out and it is cut all the way through absolutely beautifully. Wow. It
no
really
problem
has.
with that at all.
No
is there?
problems.
Absolutely none.
So let's pop that to the side. Let me get rid of that bit of rubbish and then bring this one. And again, you can see that that's fallen out of the middle. So you've got that lovely square there. You're not going to get rid of that. You're going to absolutely use it.
If you wanted to cut them out the same cardstock, you could do it at the same time, couldn't you? Because that middle piece could be used out of that waist.
Yeah, it absolutely fits in there perfectly. So if you wanted to cut that out of the waist, absolutely could do. Again, it's entirely up to you. I suppose it depends on what you're actually doing. But even if you use this die to cut that out of there, if you've cut all 3 pieces in white, all 3 pieces in gold, actually, paper piece that back in there in the different colour. And again, you've got an extra different look where you probably wouldn't have thought to do that.
Yes.
So I always say, you know, the bits that we consider waste, actually, take that second look at them, because then, you know, they're never just waste. They're always, you're going to be able to make something else with them. So all I'm going to do is just to tie it in, because I've got that lovely gold there, I'm going to bring in my gold gilding wax, and that is the Empire.
Are you going to do this on white?
Empire Gold. Yeah, I'm just going to go around the edges.
I never think of putting gilding wax on white.
Really?
I don't know why. No, but there's no reason. There's no reason.
Never thought.
It's just something that I forget to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought, because I've got that, the only thing that's
I see exactly why you're doing it, to make it all come back together.
Come back together, because that's the only thing that I've got on this card that's gold. So I'm thinking, just add a little bit of gilding wax, or if you've got one of our ink pads in a gold, just add that just to the edges. It just allows you to tie it all in, rather than it looking like it doesn't belong.
Afterthought,
yeah. So I'm lifting this up and I'm just tapping it along those edges. I don't want lots on there. You could absolutely put lots on there if you want. But you can see I haven't, you know, put any more on my finger. So these gilding waxes last such a long time. And then we're just going to buff it up with a little bit of kitchen roll. Get that last couple of pieces out. And then that's all I want, just that little bit. You could add more if you wanted to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop those to the side, and I'm going to bring in my card. So it's a 5.5 by 5.5 base. I've already got this cut, because we're going to create a nice little dome front. So we're going to pop this in. This is going to be my piece that goes behind to allow me to create that lovely dome. So let's just glue that piece of paper on first, and I've got that gorgeous...
That is pretty. What paper's that from, do you know?
That is the ones with the dream catchers, the Bohemian.
Oh, Bohemian, yes.
It's absolutely gorgeous, is this paper. It really, really is.
And I can see you've used the front side for that part and then the reverse for your frame.
Yes,
you can see,
yeah. It just, doing these kind of dome fronts, it allows you, with that piece of paper or that pattern paper, to really show off that that fussy cut element. So even though they're 12 by 12 sheets, you've got that perfect, just short of 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 piece there that you're really going to be able to show off gorgeously. Is that a word?
Beautifully.
It is now. Beautifully. Thank you, Corrine.
I think beautifully probably works better.
It does, yeah. Yeah, definitely. So let me just bring in this spare piece of paper just so I can see where I'm putting the tail. Oh, to be honest, actually, if you struggle to do that, pop it here. Pop it on here. So all I've used is just a square nesting die. And again, I think we've all got those in our stash. So there we go, and then I'm going to lay this over the front. Now this is my heat-resistant acetate.
Right.
It's a lot thinner, so if you find you struggle when you're doing your dome fronts, if you struggle a little bit with your acetate, you absolutely shouldn't. Because this is a lot thinner, it's a lot easier to put on that dome front. I used it, to be perfectly honest, I'd run out of acetate and I knew that I had this, so that's the only reason that I used it. I always normally use my normal acetate.
The heavy duty one?
Yes, which is more than perfect.
But I see what you say, that does bend a lot more easily.
It does. And then once you've got that on there, again, if you find that you're struggling to bend it, do what I always do, and we're just going to give it that lovely curve on the side of the desk, and it allows it, you can do it with your, your bone folder if you want, but I always find when you've got a big piece of card to do it that way, it just allows you to get that card going exactly where you want it to be.
It means it doesn't crease then, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And then we'll pop that on there. So with this, I could pop that in the middle and really, centre beautifully with those flowers. Or I could pop it on here.
I think it shows up more on the front, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you can see lots more of that beautiful paper coming through. So I am going to do that. I'm going to pop it on the front. And we're going to do it before.
I'm going to say you're going to put everything on the front before you...
Yes, we're going to do it before I've created my dome and then struggle to get it on there. Yeah. And just get those last couple of bits out. And then again, using my dotty, if you've run out of your dotties, your pin top applicator with your glue in is always brilliant for this as well.
They'd still cut through if you put double-sided adhesive on the back before you cut it, wouldn't it?
Yes,
you could do that as well.
Yes, so we've got the pack of A4 sheets, haven't we?
Yes.
I always use those as well. I use those a lot at home.
Well, they work so well, don't they?
They do.
You don't see any adhesive at all.
No, absolutely not.
That fits beautifully. That is gorgeous.
It's so lovely. And then what you can do if you want, so I've got the white one cut out, I could pop that on the back.
Ah, yeah.
And give myself a nice little, you're not only giving yourself a bit of a drop shadow, it really draws your eye because it's on the back. You've got that false sense of depth that comes through there as well.
If you have used an adhesive that's visible, it will hide that adhesive as well.
That's it, yeah.
Because I was asked that question on a show recently, is how can you hide adhesive on the reverse of acetate?
Yeah.
Well, what we're saying is, like this, you won't actually see this because it's going to be a dome card, but if it really does concern you, then just put something on the back that's, an exact copy of what's on the front, and then it just hides any adhesive.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Especially if you've got, what are those cards called where you've got the acetate on the front, in the middle?
Oh, the like hanging ones?
Yes. Yeah, especially if you're doing those. I always will recut another element out and cover the back piece up. So I've got that white on there. It's just popping, but when I put that on, you can see it even more. And what it does, it gives you that depth. It really draws your eye into the middle. So let's get these off. So I'm very organised on this demonstration.
Are you putting the frame on that, the front?
Yeah.
And you do that after you've made the dome?
No, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know how
Very
to
much.
politely put that. I was like, wouldn't that go on before you make the dome?
Well, so I was saying I've been very organised on this demo, but I promise it won't last long. And as soon as that half of that sentence came out, I've already missed half of my demo. promise you it wouldn't last long. So, let me just...
Because you're taking the tape off, you're going to stick one side down.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get this popped on here, so I don't stick it to the desk when I'm trying to put this together. There we go.
I was like, how do I politely say, Michelle? Should I just not try and be subtle next time and go, no, you forgot something?
Yeah, just like me. Just say, Michelle. There we go. Let's pop that. So I did promise it wouldn't last long. There you go. It's when I put something to the side. I forget, but it's like my sentiments. I put them to the side and I try to keep my eye on them, and then I forget, and then they just disappear.
I was presenting last Saturday with our lovely Jan, and oh my goodness me, is she an organised, tidy crafter. And then I was on Sunday, and I just felt like a hot mess on the desk. I was like, no, I have just done a day with Jan, and oh, she is such a tidy, organised crafter.
She really is.
She's so organised.
I don't know how she does it.
Apparently at home she's not, but when she's in the studio, it's uber tidy. Yeah, Nicola says, I bet she's tidy at home.
Yeah, I don't think that you're tidy in one place and not in another.
No.
I think you're either a mess or you're not, full stop.
Well, if you could see my craft room, you'd see I'm a mess. That looks so pretty. It's very regal, isn't it?
Yeah. They are this collection. It really is. It's quite a regal collection. It's definitely got that modern twist, that modern edge to it. If you want, I think that depends on what papers you put in with it, things like that. But it's very regal, and I absolutely love that about this collection. I think it's come out at the perfect time as well, hasn't it? Around the coronation, things like that. It works perfectly for anything like that. So just holding that down a sec. If you struggle to reach your fingers in like I do, because I've just got tiny little fingers, I will always bring in my ruler. It means I can burnish it down all the way.
Or your bone folder, if you've got a long bone folder, that would work.
Yeah. So there we go. So all I'm going to do now is I've got a bow. I did have a sentiment, I promise. Here it is, with love. I'm going to pop that on here, but what I'm going to do first is I've cut 4 of my corners out already, all in the same one. It's like a little moustache, this one.
So you get all the corners with the main dies as well?
Yeah, you do. You get 4 different corners, which means obviously you've got 4 totally different ways, styles to use, but I'm using this one, and I've just popped a little gem just in the middle. And then again, so just going to bring in my dotty. And I'm going to pop these right up here in these corners. So it frames the frame. Just adds that little extra. I love a little corner embellishment. I just think they just really finish something off. And then
It does, isn't it? It's almost like that full stop, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Sometimes when you're looking at a card and you think it needs something else, you don't want to add a ribbon or, you know, some gems or something like that, a corner is the perfect thing for that. And the fact that you get 4 different ones in each of these, so it obviously means that you've got so many that you can swap and change between all 4 of the collections. I'm going to pop that just there. So let me put a little bit of glue just on that there. And then last but not least,
one of our mini dies.
Yeah.
They are so useful, are those, aren't they? I use them all the time.
Yeah, they are. They sit out on my
shadow on it as well. The sentiment. Can I just see gold?
Yeah,
behind
I've
it?
matte and layered that with gold. So
That's
obviously
nice.
it's going to mirror that there, and then you're going to pop that wherever you want. I'm going to pop it there, I think. Actually, you know what? You could actually pop it in the middle if you wanted to. I don't want to because I want to be able to see all that. But it does look lovely when you do it there. So let me bring that. I just want to. There we go.
Yeah, don't want to cover up that gorgeous corner, do you?
No, definitely not. So give that a good burnish down, and then let me just pop these to the side. If I turn that round for you, Got a lovely, nice and simple dome front card.
That is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. A lot of love coming through for that. Paul Print ×4 says, Michelle, a lovely card. I've not had time to play with this die, so welcome your inspiration. Oh, so Janet Bennett is, she's just received her Gemini 2. She's in sunny Exeter in Devon. George used to live next door down there, near Devon. There, he just jumped in, he had to say. Very excited. I have to admit, I love my Gemini 2, says Nikki Gill. Laura Simmons says, every day is a school day. I think that's when we were talking about some of the techniques. Lorraine Benito loves the paper. And yet you are absolutely loving that. Right. Oh, this is where I have to think, okay, ready, right. We are now going to have a go with the game for today for Play Your Crafts. Right. Now, Michelle is going to play for Team YouTube. I am going to play for Team Facebook. And I have been told that today's game is all about children's TV programmes. So this is you're either going to know it or you're not. And I don't know whether a lot of these have translate over to America. They might, I don't know. So we shall wait and see. So I've no idea which children's programmes, and I've no idea from whence they came, how long ago. And Nicola's just going, she's not giving anything away. So, she didn't do the game this time. All right, so she doesn't know. Now, just so anybody who is new, as I said, Michelle's playing for Team YouTube, I'm playing for Team Facebook. So whoever wins at the end of 2 rounds of 5, so 10 in total, then our Rachel on the socials will pick 5 people at random, either from YouTube or from Facebook, depending on which of us wins, and we will give you all a gift voucher. So you have to let us know you're there. If you don't comment and let us know you're there, then we can't pick your name out, or Rachel can't pick your name out. You don't have to get the answers right, just keep commenting, make sure you're there, and then Rachel will pick 5 at random at the end. So, are you ready, Michelle?
As I always am with these games.
I know, they give me butterflies in my tummy to these games. So, yeah, and I lost to Jan last week by 1 point. 1 point. She got 1 paper pad more than me. Okay, then, Nicola, can we have the first one, please? Oh. This is a lull, isn't it?
It is. It's lulling us into that false sense of security.
I hope it is. Yeah, maybe that was Dougal going off on the milk float. You had to watch a few weeks ago to understand that. Oh dear. Dougal. McDougal. Yeah. It was. Yeah, because then the cat that stayed was Puss Puss. Puss Puss was the one that he got replaced with. Right, that cat's called Jess. I've got a story about that one too. Are you ready? Postman Pat. There we go. There we are.
Well, I like it when I know the answer.
Yes. Yes, because my daughter is called Jessamy, and people used to call her Jess. And when she was a toddler, she used to say, "Don't call me Jess. That's Postman Pat's cat's name."
Oh.
She hated being called Jess because she associated it with that cat.
Of course, yeah.
Now I've got me confused. Where did McDougal come from? It is a true story, but now I'm confused about the name of my own cat. You might be right there. Right, we'll gloss over that one and I'll have a think about that. Where am I? What am I? I don't know now. Right, okay, number 2. That's new. Michelle knows that. It's something spacey. My grandsons are probably shouting at the screen, "Nana, it's blue plasticine man."
That is what I would have called it.
I've no idea. I don't know that one. I don't know, no it's not, but was it on? Is it? Somebody's singing Postman Pat theme tunes. Oh, apparently US viewers had no idea about Postman Pat. Okay. Have you got one? Because you went quick. I'm just going to have to say, from Art Attack, trapdoor. Michelle went very quick. What is it? The trapdoor. You knew that.
Love that programme.
Is that one that your children watched then?
Yeah, all of them. I used to love watching that. It's fabulous.
See, I don't know that one. But my youngest is 28, so I'm guessing it's more recent than 28.
No, I think Joseph is 26. He used to watch that.
Did he? Don't know that one at all.
Yeah. Don't you open
sorry,
that
Facebook, I didn't know that
trapdoor.
one. Didn't know that one at all.
Love
Right,
that
can we
one.
have number 3 then, please? Please be kind to me. We know that one now, don't we? Yeah. Do we get a bonus point for the presenter? I can't know. I don't know if I can
I
remember.
know his name.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't get bonus point for the presenter because I don't know who it is.
It's Neil Buchanan. Neil Buchanan.
There you go, Neil Buchanan. And what was the model behind him?
Really creepy.
That wasn't his name. Okay, Michelle knows everything, so she's going to get this one right. Art Attack. Yeah. Oh, I can't see your book. Oh, it's there in the middle. Yeah, I can see that. Brilliant. Okay.
It's this red pen. It doesn't really pick up very well, does it?
Oh, Rachel said, I think she's on about the trapdoor. It's my favourite, and I'm 35. Yeah, I wonder why I missed that one then. Don't know that. Yeah. Okay, next one. Oh, that has gone through years and years.
Yeah.
US viewers, do you know this?
They've got to do, because it was Ringo Starr, wasn't it?
Yeah. Michelle's just after those bonus points today, isn't she?
It's just nice to know some of the answers.
Are you on a full house so far?
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Right, are you ready? I'll give our viewers a chance, but I mean, it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I always loved that.
Yeah.
I used to read the books to my kids in Ringo Starr's voice.
Oh, did you?
With his accent, yeah. They hated it. They were like, Mum, it's really bad stuff. And I thought I sounded great.
No, I can't do accents. Right, and then our final one then for this round. No, that one. That's Mccarthy and I shouldn't have. Did you hear that? That was our Julia. I said Mccarthy and she obviously reacted. We heard that, Julia.
We heard that. It wasn't me.
I can't remember what the little boy and the girl are called.
I can't remember.
Arlo and Jackson would tell me. Right, In the Night Garden.
Oh, I've put midnight. It is night, isn't it?
In the Night Garden.
Do I get it or do I not? Nicola went, no.
Wow, Nicola's in charge. Right, is that 5? You see, I was expecting the herbs and, you know, and all those.
Bag
Noggin
puss.
the Nog. And do you remember Noggin the Nog?
No, that's...
No, Michelle's looking at me like, no. I had a lovely comment of somebody. Who was it? Just a minute. Right. We're going to go for a break, but I had a lovely comment. Hannah says, Corrine seems to be getting more glam week on week. No, I've washed my hair, Hannah, that's all it is. So I've just washed my hair. And yeah, this skirt is about 15 years old, but there you go, never mind. Well, thank you very much. That's lovely comments. I really appreciate that. And Lindsay says, we're both looking so pretty. That's very kind of you. So yeah, so I'd love to know how many of you have, how you did on that. And yeah, and I imagine that a few of those were quite UK based, so I'm sorry, but maybe on the next round you'll be able to pick up even even more. Now, we'll probably come back, we're going to have a look at this again in a few minutes, but just for now, we're going to give you a little bit of a quick break while we look at things, all things Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Introducing the Gemini 2. Our brand new electronic die cutting and embossing machine has all the power and precision of the original Gemini, but with updated functions and innovative new features. Faster and quieter than ever before, the Gemini 2 does all the hard work for you. Cut out the most intricate designs in seconds, and all at the touch of a button. Technology to apply higher pressure than many other machines offers perfectly crisp and clear results every time. The Gemini 2 has the power to take creative projects of all shapes and sizes in its stride. It will cut through a range of materials, from card and paper to cork, thin metal, leather and multiple layers of fabric. So you can save time on your papercraft, sewing and multimedia projects. A new and improved optical sensor runs the full length of its 9-inch platform, offering edge-to-edge precision with cutting plates of any size. Pause, rewind and resume functions take the guesswork out of crafting. Smooth gliding feet make light work of moving and manoeuvring your Gemini 2. And a turntable offers 360 degrees of crafting freedom. Neat storage compartments hold craft tools so they're always at your fingertips right when you need them. A built-in media stand and 3 USB charging points invite you to craft along with your favourite tutorials and workshops on your tablet or phone. Easy to use and with everything you need to get started right out of the box, the Gemini 2 is for beginners and experienced makers alike. From scrapbooking and home decor to handmade cards, quilting and everything in between, bring your creativity to life with the Gemini 2.
Hello crafters, we've got some really exciting news in the works here at Crafters Companion. So I've dug out my hard hat and I've popped down to our UK warehouse to give you the lowdown. Now we do listen to you guys and we know that delivery times have been an issue for our crafty community, so we're doing something about it. The team is getting ready to set up a new and improved state-of-the-art system right here in our global distribution hub. This new picking and packing facility means we'll be able to process orders and ship them to you faster and more efficiently than ever before. This means less time waiting for parcels to arrive and more time getting stuck into your next creative project. While we get this new world-class service up and running, there'll be a few temporary changes. So here's what you need to know. Our UK warehouse will shut down for a week while the team sets up the new system. Don't worry, you can continue to shop as normal on the Crafters Companion website. You'll just wait a little longer for your orders to arrive. US crafters, listen up. We'll be able to send you guys some orders from our warehouse in California. These will be delivered as normal, so look out for this label on the site. If you're waiting for your parcel to arrive, don't worry, we'll keep you crafting. Join the Crafters TV team every day to find out how to make the most of your craft collection. With a different theme and tutorials every day, craft your stash with us to find fresh, creative inspiration in your paper pads, inks, and more. Right, that's enough from me now. I'm going to leave the guys here to get cracking. If you need any more info, head over to the Crafters Companion website and don't forget to tune in to Crafters TV. I'll see you there.
That's super exciting. So once the warehouse is all going to be shut next week, but once we reopen it on the 12th of June, you can expect a much improved service from our global distribution hub, as Ben said. I was impressed. Global distribution hub. Now we've got some comments here. Karen, confession time. I only got one right, and that is because I copied everyone else's answer. Oh dear. Lynn Harvey, 5 out of 5. Well done. Valerie says, my youngest is 51, and the only one I recognised was Thomas. I can get that. Betsy said, she didn't get any. Button Moon must show up eventually, says Lillian Quack. Fingers crossed, she says. Sil Sparky says, wow, 5 out of 5, and Grumpy's podiatrist appointment has just been cancelled, so I don't have to miss the second half. There you go. I say that's a win, but possibly not for Grumpy, whoever Grumpy is. He might not be too impressed if he's not got his podiatrist appointment. I hope it comes through soon. And Lillian says, Ben is everywhere on my computer and just showed up on my iPad Scrabble game. There you go. Well, there you are. He gets everywhere. So like we say, if you order anything now, going forward till the 12th, we will send it out after the 12th. But yeah, it's really exciting that we're going to be doing our Craft Your Stash shows. I'm back in next Friday with my Craft Your Stash, I think it is. I think it's Friday that I'm doing that. And I'm going to be doing it all on flower forming. You know how much I love flower forming. So if there are any hints or tips or techniques that you really want to see, message me, or during the show message me, and we will make it really interactive, and we will then be able to do the things that you really struggle with your flower forming. Now, this is an amazing offer. I love this. So this is an offer, a 2-piece offer for your heat tool and your 4 pieces of stamp foam. Now Michelle's going to show you exactly how it works, but basically you use your heat tool to warm up your foam, one of your pieces of foam, and then you make an impression with it. And this is the sort of things you can be doing. We have then pressed it into some elastic bands or some string, and as you can see, it then makes the most amazing stamps. Pasta spirals, twigs, shells, scoreboards, so you don't have to have them straight, you can have them diagonally, Hessian fabric, metal chain. Now this is just what we had lying around. Leaves, those skeletal leaves, they look amazing pressed into this. Paper clips, scrunch tin foil, fine lace, resin flowers, screws and nails, wooden embellishments. I did one with that, but not with the snowflakes, different embellishments. Looks amazing. A stencil, we'll love that stencil. Mini pegs, a knitted top, so the impression from, you know, any fabrics that you've got. Zips, buttons. Can you just imagine all the things? Using a background metal die, sequins, put a pile of sequins in and press it down. Background stamp, cotton lace. Where are we going? Oops, got them stuck together. Round head pins, embossing folder. So your embossing folder, you can now make stamps that match your embossing folder. Coins and keys, and I think, and then metal embellishments. Now, once you've made your foam show the shape you want to do, it'll stay like that until you reheat it and basically get rid of that impression. So we're going to give you, now there are two different ones to make, you know, you get your UK and your US. In the UK, $29.98, your platinum price $23.98. If you're in the US, your price today is $36.90, but your platinum price is going down to $29.51. So you're going to get your heat tool and you're going to get your foam. Now, you can get extra packs of your foam. There is, if you think about it, we've got 4 pieces, so you've got the 2 sides, so you could do 8 lots of impressions with this. But if you think to yourself, I found something that I really want to keep, I don't want to get rid of it, then make sure you pop it in some extra packs of your foam so that you can reuse it, and they are $6.99. But remember, heat it up, it'll get rid of the impression, and it is totally reusable. So that's just an added extra if you want that. But here we have the bundle with them both. And Michelle, you're going to show everybody how to use it.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes, I am. I love this. I think it's just a lot of fun. And the thing is, if you've got something at home that you think, I wish I could use that in some crafty way, then this is the way that you're going to be able to do it. So I've got some of my foam out already, and what I love about this is the instructions are all there for you. So if you're not quite sure, you've got your instructions. So select your item, use the heat tool to heat one side of the foam until it's mouldable. You'll sort of, you'll know, you'll just be able to tell why you're doing it. Obviously we're going to do it. Press it into whatever you want, apply your desired ink, stamp the foam onto your surface, and then clean the ink from the foam. And what I love is actually, once you have done with that, if you heat it back up, you should be able to get rid of that image and then use it again and again. So bringing in my heat tool, and I have got my embossing folder. So it's just from my stash at home. It's just those lovely feathers. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by heating this up. And do you know what I love about this heat tool as well? It's a lot quieter than the one that we used to use. You used to turn that on and you couldn't hear a thing over it. But this one's a lot better. So this just going to keep going on with this until it's nice and mouldable. So I just keep pressing, obviously, with my finger. Just be careful if you do keep testing. You don't want it to, it doesn't really retain the heat too much, but obviously anytime we're using something with heat, I advise caution, because if I know how accident prone and clumsy I can be, then I will definitely say that to others as well.
Overheat it, but the warmer your heat gun is, the quicker it's going to, to do this. And the softer you get your foam, the better the impression you're going to get, aren't you?
That's it, yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to keep going, because you can feel it. In fact, once I start to press my finger in it, it actually takes the shape of.
I could say you've got to then go over it and get rid of your finger impression, haven't you?
So if you're not sure if you've done it for long enough or not, just have a go. Let's press that on there and give it some, obviously, pressure.
So you're now pressing it into an embossing folder,
yeah,
to the raised element of an embossing folder.
Yeah, to the raised element, and obviously you can feel which is the raised side.
It would give you a different one. You could use the other side of your embossing folder. It would just give you a completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you've got another piece of foam, and you want to do both sides of that embossing folder, so you've got, you know, the
positive and the negative,
onto your card, then absolutely go for it. So let's turn that round.
Oh, what a lovely impression. That's done a really good impression, hasn't it?
It really has. It's absolutely gorgeous. I didn't put, you saw that I wasn't putting too much pressure on, so if you do worry if you've got any issues with dexterity and things like that, I didn't put too much pressure on, but again, if you do have issues, once you've got your foam on there, if you bring something, just like a book, that gives you just, you know, the more ability, more space to pop your hands down, you've then got the weight of the book in your hands, and again, you don't have to press too hard to get that gorgeous, gorgeous effect there. So then what we're going to do is you're going to pick some of your chosen inks. I've got my Damson Wine and I've got my Parakeet, because I'm going to be using this paper pad. So I thought those two colours will tie in lovely. And then for this, I'm just going to gently ink over the top. Now I'm using my foam pad straight to it. If you worry about those markings on there, you can use your one of your blending tools and pop it on that way instead if you want to.
And there's, you say, just your ordinary water reactives?
Yeah, just my water reactives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this actually. So it's going to just make it a lot easier for me when you've got that sort of give underneath as well. So all I'm doing is just putting a little bit of pressure on and then taking that away.
Lovely.
And I've used my watercolour card, so you're going to get that texture as well. So I could spritz this. Let me see if I've got a spritzer next to me. I've used all my spritzers for something else that might be coming up. My shimmer inks. So they're all full of, your shimmer inks.
That would look nice, wouldn't it?
With these. Oh, absolutely. So I don't have mine next to me, unfortunately. But if you've got, you know, one of your little Spectrum Noir sprays, give that a spritz.
And
then when you bring in, you bring in another piece of card, you're going to get another image. But that's two with this. And I could add more ink if I wanted to. But you're going to get like 3, 4 and 5th generation with this, because you've just got that much ink on there, so you know you don't need to worry. And you saw as well how long in between my first stamp and this one that I took, my ink didn't dry out, I didn't need to reapply any, so you're getting lots and lots of different
different looks, isn't it? Feels
so
to it, yes.
yeah, definitely. So I've got all these. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to decide which one I want to use. So I think I'm going to use that one.
So that block, now, sorry, I'm just going to jump in. That block, if I know I don't want to do it again, what would I do with the block now?
So what you would do with it is obviously you'd either clean it with your wet wipe, or I normally run mine at home. I just normally run it under the warm water, and it cleans it off. Let me bring in another one. It cleans it off absolutely lovely. If you do use your wet wipes to clean this off, don't forget you can always save these, you know, leave them flat to dry, and you can create beautiful flowers with these. And you've obviously got all that ink on there to create.
That's come off lovely, hasn't it?
Yeah, cleaned up
then,
beautifully.
So then you can either keep that, and that impression won't diminish at all.
No, it should stay there. But if you want to get rid of it, let's reheat it. And it should bring it out. So can you see that disappearing?
Away, can't you?
This is very
straight in with something else, or I could just leave it to go cold and be flat.
Yeah, it's very satisfying watching this happen.
Oh yeah, disappeared completely. It's as good as new.
It's totally gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's get rid of that last little bit. While I'm here, and while I've heated it up, what I'll do is I've got just a die here, a butterfly die. And I'm going to press this into the top. Oh, you can see actually.
Well, you can see it almost hug the die, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just hold that for a sec, because this is still quite warm.
Yeah,
so
because you're just waiting for the foam to go cold, aren't you?
Yes,
how
absolutely.
lovely is that?
And actually, if you really wanted to, you could make a full sort of background. I'm not pressing these two in as hard, so I'm going to get a less obvious surrounding to that one. And then again, so if we just ink, so I've brought in my parakeet, just ink all the way over that.
So now it inks up all the raised elements as well.
It does. And if you can see in the background, actually, there's still a little bit of that leaf in there. So let's bring this in. I'm literally just having a play. Most of this has got nothing to do with my demo anymore.
But no, that's what everyone wants to see. They want to see how to use them, don't they? And
That's
what they
it.
can do with them and everything like that. So I think this is the perfect way. How beautiful is that?
So I've still, I've still actually got some of that feather in the background. So actually, let's pop this through. Let's die cut it out. And let me just get a little bit of tape.
I've never thought of die cutting it out once you've
done it, yeah. Let me see if I've got just a smaller plate here, because there we go. I'm just grabbing my mini. I just thought with it being such a small one, let's just pop it through with the mini. Save putting my plates through when I don't really need to. So because I've got that ink on there, it's not sticking very well. So if I pop that all the way over, it's going to stay in place a lot better.
Yes.
Right, so let's just run it through. I love this mini.
Oh, so useful. Mine just stays on my desk all the time.
Yeah.
Mine does.
Yeah, definitely. Just so much quicker. And again, it saves you plates, doesn't it? So let's take that off. Poke it all. find which one is there. We go, the release hole.
Oh, how pretty is that?
So you've got all that ink sort of just highlighting it. And then if you wanted to, you could go over the rest of that with the purple. In my case, I use the Damson Wine. I could just tickle it around the edges if I wanted to tie it in. So I could just pop that on the edges.
Linda Evans is saying, these blocks are amazing. Could you push the block into a stencil and get a stamped image? Yeah, good, good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As long as you heat your foam up enough, it's going to stamp into anything, really.
Anything with texture.
Anything with texture, you're going to be able to use it on.
Karen Fisher says she'd never thought of using embossing folders with the stamping foam. I thought I saw another one. Yes, loving that. Everyone is loving how you can use them. Lots of different ways.
Right, so I've got a piece of... let's pop this... Let me pop my card base together first, and then I know how small to cut that one down to go on. So just a nice little Z-fold card to pop together, but again, got that gorgeous paper on there. Can you tell them?
That paper is so pretty, and
it really is.
Valerie is liking that as well.
Yeah, that Bohemian collection.
Oh, is it still the Bohemian collection?
Yes. Yeah.
You see, I didn't twig that was Bohemian, but I suppose, yeah, you can see the extra little elements to it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. Do you know, I think it is. I've started writing things down because I think we've got so many paper pads now that I forget what I've used, so I've started writing things down, but sporadically. So sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I've wrote it down, and I look and I haven't, and then vice versa. So I'm like semi-organised. Not fully, but getting there.
Oh, yeah, we're all semi-organised. Lynn Harvey said, I really must use my foam more to do different backgrounds. Yeah, you can make it tie in with everything that you have got.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Do you know, if you've got a dream catcher at home, if you laid that down carefully on your desk and pressed the foam into that, or a particular element of your dream catcher, it's going to, pick up that. It's not going to damage it because you've heated the foam, so obviously it's going to mould round it. So it's not going to damage it in any way, but you're still going to be able to do that. So again, if you've got dream catchers and you wanted to use this collection to really tie it in, you could definitely do that as well. Create your own beautiful background. So many different ways with this this foam. So I'm just going to pop that on the edge there because when I put this on, it's sort of going to go there, so I don't need to go all the way to that end anyway. So let's just glue that bit on that bit. If I close that up, it should sit perfectly.
You do Z folds in the same way as I do. I always close the card, close the Z, and then it shows you where to put the adhesive and then put it down like that. I've seen other people open up the card, do one piece, and then do the other. Well, I always do it the same way you're doing it.
I've got to say, I saw you do this the other week, and I was like, why have I never done it like that?
Right.
So I'm doing it like that because I saw you doing it, but
it's
normally
so much easier.
I glue one side, then close it and do it.
No,
but I saw you do it, and I was
easier.
like, that's genius. It's the simplest little things that because we all look at things in such a different way.
And a lot of our tips and techniques are so self-taught that you need to
definitely
pick up those tips.
Right, so I'm going to trim this down.
Now this is something I would never do.
Okay.
Do it with my scissors. Never would even consider doing that because it never ends up straight enough. But I know Michelle does. She cuts very straight.
I can cut straight, but when I don't have to fussy cut, that's where I struggle going round those corners.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? We all this is what is so great, is that we all come in with different ways. So I will do things different to either the Debbie's or Jan, you know, we've got Craig as well. Michelle will do things one way. We pick up tips. You know, sometimes you'll see us do it one way one day and then another. That's because we've been watching what we all do.
Yeah.
And go, actually, yeah, I like that. And I'll do it that way, and makes it easier.
Definitely. Like with that Z fold, when I saw you doing that, I was like, that's so clever.
It just makes for life so much easier.
It really does. It really does. So I'm going to pop this on here. So I'm just going to bring in my dotty for that middle bit. Now, don't forget, I could have inked the background, and then, you know, gone over it with this. So if I'd have inked my background, then inked that, you've got a totally different effect. So I inked the background already on this.
I like that one.
And then put my parakeet on top.
Actually, those would look nice layered up, wouldn't they?
Actually, it would. Yeah, because what I've done is I haven't cut that out. I've fussy cut that one out. Actually, let's pop that on, because that does look...
That looks lovely then.
Brilliant. So let's just lift that, and that needs to go on a
We say to
foam
people
pad.
that when we come and do demos, we start off with an idea, and by the time it goes to air, it looks completely different, and it does all the time.
It really does.
Our prep is only, let's say, inspiration. You know, it's just an idea of where we're going to go, and they often change so much.
Yeah, they definitely do. It's a rough guide for us, I think, isn't it?
Sometimes they're happy accidents, and sometimes
Yeah.
deliberate.
So let's pop that there.
Oh, I like that. That looks nice.
And then if I bring this in, I'm going to sit that right down there so it covers up that. And I've got a thanks. It's going to go across the bottom as well. So let's just pop glue on that corner bit so I don't get glue everywhere. Sit that down there. Just making sure it's lining up at the top and there. And then that's going to go on there. Let's just pop a couple of foam pads on that as well.
Right, we've been doing some digging. We've been doing some digging, and we like to give you the best deals. Now, I told you the price of the heat tool bundle with the foam, but our Nicola has found, Eagle-eyed Nicola has found that we've actually left a 40% discount on the heat tool, dropping it down to £13.79 or $16.77. And you look at that platinum price for the heat tool, £11.03 or $13.42. So if you were to buy the heat tool, and then we just had the graphics on the screen just a minute ago for the foam pads separately at $6.99 or $8.95, then you're going to get an even better deal. So yeah, so I wanted to show you that, so hopefully that'll give you a chance before you put your orders through to get an even better price. That wasn't what we were supposed to be showing you, but Nicola spotted that it was on a deal, so there you go. If we can spot it, we will make sure we let you know too. There's no point not telling you. So yeah, an even better deal. So what does that make it as a bundle then, Nicola? If you put those two together, what would that make it? She's going to find out for me. So.
So that is my lovely Z fold. So if I just turn that round and show you that.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Tracy, no, who it was? Somebody, I'm sure somebody said what paper pad was that, but we think it's Bohemian. I'm sure I can see the details on the back of there. Absolutely gorgeous. That's beautiful, and I love how you've used that stamping block as well to create your own background. So pretty.
I love those stamping blocks.
They are really great. Tracy is loving that. And Nikki Gill says, not taking a close look at the Bohemian Collection paper before today. I'm now going to get a pad or two when at Evesham on Monday for 2 crafty classes. So there you go. That is absolutely fantastic. So yes, if you want the heat and mould stamping foam, there you go, $6.99. $8.95. Your platinum price is going to drop down to £5.59 or $7.16. Right, now, on the back of the success that we had before with the children's TV programmes, we're now going to do our second round of 5 guesses. I'm still on Facebook, Michelle's still on YouTube. So here goes for the second round. And just remember, you don't have to get them right to be in a chat for a chance to win. You just have to be commenting, chatting on there, giving a guess if you know what it is. It's not about you getting it right, it's about Michelle and I getting it right to determine who's going to win. Okay, sorry, little cough. And yeah, let's see where it goes from here.
Oh, that's... Oh. I can't remember. It's right on the tip of my tongue. My mum used to watch those. She used to love it. That is the...
Got it. Just came to me. Come on, you can do this.
That is... It's right on the tip of my tongue.
You're going to be... If you don't get this, you're going to be so cross.
I'm going to kick myself, aren't I? That is... I keep saying that because I'm hoping the next word's going to come. Oh. I just need to borrow my phone a minute.
You don't need to borrow your phone for 1 minute.
Oh, it's... Oh. My mum's up... My mum's either up there or down there screaming that answer at me. She's up there, I'm only kidding, I think. Oh, it's right. Oh, no, I can't get it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you want me to reveal what I've got? Are you ready, Nicola? Can I reveal? Clangers?
That's it.
I was going with something else to begin with, and then I realised, no. Little aardvarks. Says hi, Meredith. Yeah, I can see that. They do look like little aardvarks. Clangers. There we go. Okay, what's the next one then, please? Nicola. Well, actually, Nicola, it's George, isn't it? Oh! Oh, I don't know. Now, we used to have a cassette, God, that's going back some years, with lots of children's theme tunes on this, and this was on there, and the children used to singing with it while they eat their breakfast.
Yeah.
Used to play every morning. Yeah.
I love this.
All right, you
He's
ready?
like the cutest character ever.
Bingo!
Bingo.
There we go.
Oh, yes. Oh, I joke that that's how my husband walks, because he's flat-footed.
You do know he's watching?
Yeah. No secrets between me and anyone.
Okay, what's the next one? I'm sure you must. And do we get bonus points for who they are? No, I can remember.
Yeah.
Can you remember all of them names?
So Zippy, Bungle, and
George.
And
then I can't remember you can just see the face of the presenter in the background.
Yeah, I know there was
Jane.
Jane, Freddie, and
Is that Freddie?
no, that's
The other one.
yeah, because there were the 3 that sung, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Just some at Jane and Freddie.
Demolition mice, says Pamela. Oh, and our Rachel's Gemini 2 has arrived. 32
Yay.
stops. There we go. There we are. So's our Julia's. Rainbow. Rainbow's shining high. Yep. I can't do it. I'm not Ben. Ben would have just gone.
Yeah,
this
straight
game
into it.
you see, if ever Ben is in on a Saturday, do this game, Jeffrey.
That's it.
If ever Ben's in, then this has to be sing the theme tune, because Ben can sing every theme tune.
It's like he knows them all,
He
doesn't
does,
he?
doesn't
Yeah.
he? Excellent. Right, where was that? 3? I think it was. There we go. So we've Jeffrey, George, Bungle, and Zippy. There we go. Oh. Yeah, these aren't too bad. So, Dipsy, Poe, Tinky Winky, Lala.
Yeah.
There we go, I can remember their names even. And the Hoover was called Nunu. There we
And
go.
the scary baby in the sun.
And it was... Toya Wilcox had something to do with Teletubbies, didn't she?
She did.
Oh, sorry. By the way, it's Teletubbies.
Just quickly write that down.
Just this random programme, Toya Wilcox might have had something to do with it. I didn't realise what I'd done then. Oh dear. Rosalind says UK version of Sesame Street. That was Rainbow, yes, very much so. Okay, final one, the final one. Please be kind to us. Oh no! Oh no! I know this will make it a draw, Nicola. And then you've got to, and I know, oh no, I don't know.
That's just how I felt with the clangers. It's right on the tip of your tongue.
Do you know this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know it, Julia? Or are you trying to think? Julia's just coming because she can hear all the noise.
My kids love this.
She said her children love this. No. This is Julia. The hair. She just said she needed a haircut. She's not going to in a minute. She's going to have pulled it all out. I'm going to know this so much. Oh, no. I went to go the Turtles, but the Turtles were like a wheelie wobbly one.
Oh yeah, that
wasn't
was
it?
the weird one, wasn't it?
No. Oh, come on, it's there. It's. Don't count me down. Once you count me down, that's it. I might as well stop. No, I can't. Can't get it. Brum. Brum. And the car goes brum brum. Thank you. Sorry, Nicola, we've made it difficult for you. Made it a tie. Right, we're going to go for a break. Are we splitting it, or are you coming up with a tiebreaker? We're going to split it. There you go.
Aww.
So what we're doing 3 on each. 3 on each. So our Rachel, who says the badly wrong answers to play along are giving me such a giggle. She loves them. I can't see those. Yellow Submarine on Wheels, says Anne. Which one was that? What was that from? Oh, bless you. We love you on there giving all those answers. It's not about getting it right. So what our Rachel is going to do, she's going to find three of you on Facebook, 3 of you on YouTube, and then we are going to read your names out after the break. I'll give you the address down here, and then you can email in, and then we'll get you a voucher out when the office reopens on Monday. So well done. If anybody out there, please let me know. I want to know, did anybody get 10 out of 10? Oh, quite a few got 10 out of 10. Because it actually went across a couple of different generations, didn't it? Yeah. There was quite a... Because Clangers was when I was little. Where was Bagpuss? Where was Bagpuss? Where was Magic Roundabout? Where were all of those?
The Flumps. The Flumps. Do you remember the Flumps?
Yeah. Thrumpton? Yeah.
A Fireman Sam classic one.
Fireman
That's
Sam.
like literally from when I was little to now.
Yeah. Smurfs. Good call, George. Good call. We like that one. Right, now we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we will be able to announce the winners who have got a voucher. So here we are, all about CTV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What does
how
she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Tune in to Crafters TV every day to take a look at your crafty collection, make something unique, or try a new technique. Join the team for 7 days of creative tutorials from ink pad inspiration and sparkle pen magic to paper pad perfection and foil press techniques. We'll show you how to make the most out of your whole crafty collection. With a new show launching every day from the 5th to the 11th of June, there are 7 opportunities to craft your stash with us. So tune in at 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. Eastern Time and 6 a.m. Pacific Time to get involved.
It's going to be so much fun, that Craft Your Stash. So obviously we'll show you what we're using, and you can obviously purchase the products and they will be shipped out after the warehouse reopens. But it's going to be all about looking at what you've got in your stash and helping you to use what you've got, because that's a comment we hear from everybody all the time, is I bought so much stuff and I forget to use it. So we're going to really dig right to the back of the cupboard, right to the back of that box, and really get some of those dies and stamps and papers back out and really use them. So, you know, if there's anything you want to see, you saw the timeline of the sort of things we're going to be doing. We've got foil press on Saturday. I know I'm doing that with Craig. I'm doing flower forming. You saw them all on that timeline. So please let us know if there's anything you want to see. Now, we've got the winners. So George is going to be able to put the email address on. And while he does that, I'll tell you the winners are Shirley Ann, Janet Bennett, Pauline Pitts, Zoe Carver, Tracy Boakes and Nikki Gill. So congratulations everybody. This is what you won. So prizes at Crafters Companion. There is the email address. You're going to pop that in. Prizes at crafterscompanion.com. Email your across to there. They'll be able to pick up your email address. We'll give them your names, and once they've been able to tick you off and said, yep, I've got that one from Shirley, got that one from Zoe, then they will be able to send out your vouchers. So there we go. Eleanor, she got one out of 10. Don't worry, it's all about taking part. Doesn't matter. It just remembers what you did. Hannah Gosling Smith says, is there just the one show every day next week? No, we've still got 2 shows in the UK every day. We've got the 11 o'clock show, Wake Up Call, and then the 2 p.m. It's just the final show of the day, the 6 p.m. is going to be all about for the US warehouse stock. So we're just going to do that whilst our warehouse is just all being reconfigurated, shall we say. Now, here's something that I absolutely love, and this is something that I use quite a lot. It's my floral frame cut and embossing folders. Now these are really clever. So what you're going to get is you get an embossing folder, 2D embossing folder. So Michelle will go over the plate combinations that you need for that. But while you are embossing, you will see at the same time this clever little die that's got the foam, and please don't try and pick the foam out because that's a key part of it, an integral part. This will then cut out, that die will then cut out the aperture so that you get that bit there. Can I just say, sometimes if you want to do letter pressing where you ink that, my top tip would be die cut it first, or emboss and die cut it first out of a scrap bit of paper and leave the waste over the foam, so that when you then ink, you're not inking up that foam. That's my top tip for using those if you want to, if you want to letterpress. Just do it with a scrappy bit. And it sort of sticks to it initially, doesn't it? Yes. And then you can take that. So that one is your beautiful blossom. Next, you've got your peony blooms. So each one of these, they're all the same sort of size. So you've got 4x6 and then 5x5s, I think they are, 5.5 by 5.5s. But all of the apertures are completely different size. After the peony blooms, forget-me-not, timeless forget-me-not. I remember it was forget-me-not, really, really pretty. And then you've got your classic winter rose. I mean, look at the shape of that aperture. It's a really unusual shape. These look beautiful coloured in. Then we're going into the square ones where you've got your dancing daffodils. You've got your vibrant rose. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one works so well. Anniversaries, weddings, anything like that. Then you've got your striping gerbera. Striking, not striping, I think it says striping, striking, and then your fragrant magnolias. This will certainly last a lot longer than your magnolia flowers because they don't last long. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? I love these. 4 of the square ones, 4 of the 4x6 ones, and instead, wow, half price. This should be £103.92. You're going to get this today for £51.96 or $59.80. And again, your platinum price is dropping right down, £41.57 or $47.84. Absolute bargain. Pop that in your baskets, make sure you check that out, and I think that is definitely one of our excellent deals of the day. Now, we have so Karen Fisher says, I'm looking forward to the Craft Your Staff shows. It will motivate me to use older stuff. That's what we're hoping for. And Denise Davis says, can I ask about the first card, the curved section? What was the size of it?
It was.
There we go.
So my card is 5.5 inches wide. So this curve section, depending on how much of a curve you want, so I've added an inch. So it will be 6.5 inches with that 1/2 inch tab. So 7.5 inches in total. You're going to score at 1/2 inch on each side. That gives you enough to have a lovely dome. But have a go. It depends on how deep you want it. Obviously, the more that you add, the deeper it's going to be. If you just add a little bit, you're going to have a nice small dome. But for this one, I added that extra inch. So again, let me just.
So you'd keep your height, your 5.5.
5.5 high.
You'd accommodate for 6.5 for your front, and then 2 1/2 inches for your tabs.
Yeah.
Right. Perfect. Perfect. I hope that helps. So that was for Denise. So there you go. Right now. I know these aren't on sale till the 12th of June, which is when we come back after the warehouse reopens, but we wanted to give you a little sneak peek. We've got the first look later, but this is a little sneak peek of these gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer sprays. Thank you. Word went then. Absolutely went. Now, I'm going to show you what you've got. You have got all 10 colours here. So you can see, if you spray them onto white, you're going to get one effect. If you spray them onto black, you're going to get a different. Iced silver, gold dust, sunset bronze. Aren't these absolutely gorgeous? Deep seashell pink. I'm loving that. Firelight sparkle. Now, I've not seen these before today, and these are gorgeous. Golden sunflower, summer meadow, celestial map, royal velvet, and golden heather. Now, these are absolutely packed full of mica, and you can see how, look at that, especially when you look at them on the black, it really pings. Now, obviously, Michelle's going to use them today. She's going to give you lots of hints and tips on how to do that. But our Leanne is going to be launching these on the 12th, and she's going to be doing videos, tutorials. She's going to teach you how to use them properly, and it'll be her and Ben. Oh, no, I said 12th. It's the 19th. I'm so sorry. It's the 19th of June at the end of that week. So there we go. And Michelle, I can see all yours lined up.
I've got them lined up. I don't want to touch them now because they look so pretty.
They do, don't they?
How lovely are they?
That's very Christmassy.
It is actually, isn't it? So do you know what? You are going to be using these for everything. Absolutely for everything. They are absolutely gorgeous. So if I pick this one up and show you this, sometimes when you get a mica, when you leave it, the mica all settles to the bottom. It doesn't in this. It's constantly through the liquid. It is absolutely jam-packed full. So obviously you're going to give it a shake before you use it.
You're right, because these haven't been used. And yes, I can see it at the bottom, but usually, if they've not been used, you get almost like a lump at the bottom. And it doesn't matter which one of these I'm picking up. And yes, you can see it there, but that's because it's distributed throughout there. But we're not getting that pool at the bottom.
No, it's almost, I don't know, so...
There must be something in it. There must be something to hold it in a suspension, isn't there?
I think so, because I know when I've poured mine out to pop it on my mat to paint with, because, yes, you can paint with these. They're water-based. It almost feels or comes out like it's a little bit thicker than water. I don't think it is. I think that's just the amount of mica that's in there that's giving it that consistency. But this is jam-packed full. So all we're going to do now is I'm just going to have a little play and show you how beautiful these come down. So I've just got some of my watercolour card here. Now I've already got this die cut out. For all my demos that you're going to see me do later, they are all going to be on just normal multi-purpose cardstock. And the reason being, you're not wetting your card through, so you don't necessarily need to use the watercolour card.
Right.
I'm using it here because I'm going to do a bit of a water splash effect after I've created my background. So that is the reason that I'm using it.
You're blue and purple today, aren't you?
I know, definitely. It's the colour of the day, blue and purple.
Lynn Morton says, are these the new sparkly items? Yes, they are, Lynn.
Yes, this is what I was covered in yesterday. This and gilding flakes. So let's just create this gorgeous background. And again, I'm not worrying too much.
So this is another way, is you create different layers to put them on top of as well.
Yes.
So what you might get on white, what you might get on black, you're going to get completely different if you create an inky background first.
Yeah, definitely. If you have got any papers, so if I bring this in, this is some of the paper I've been using today, you are going to spritz onto that because it's not going to soak through, it's not going to warp your card. And you're going to have all your paper pads and now are going to become glittery. If you wanted to add the gold onto that, if you wanted to add the red, the silver, anything, you are going to have, again, a whole new lease on all of your paper pads by just spritzing these over. If you just want to add that little bits of glitz on there. There is so many ways that you can use these. Let me just bring this
Sweet
in.
Imp says, wow, not tried anything like this yet. Well, hopefully Michelle's going to give you some inspiration, then our Leanne's going to come on the day and give you even more inspiration on how to use them.
Definitely. Obviously, we'll go more in depth into these later on. Is my craft along at 6? It is.
Craft along is later. First look is at 2.
I couldn't remember. I normally have a craft along at 2, so
yes,
it's thrown me a little bit.
Round the opposite way, haven't they?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So I'm just going to keep blending onto this background until I'm happy with it. Which again, adding your water reactives to these shimmer sprays, because obviously they're water reactive as well. So I'm just going to pick up just some water on my brush. We're going to give it a nice, it's just all those extra layers, all these, you know, different things that you're going to do, really going to create a unique background that no one else is going to have. No one else is going to be able to create it because it's going to come out different every single time.
Oh, that lifted well.
Lifts so well, doesn't it? So, that, I mean, I've got a couple more. What all I've done with these is I've just gone in more with the purple. This is just a little bit more faded. I can use either or. I think because I've already got this piece cut out,
matches better,
I think I'm going to do those. So, what do we do? What shall we start with? I'm going to start with my gold. So you can see I've already decanted some of mine. You absolutely can do this. So you've got to remember mica, you can see this is jam-packed full. So it's I get 2 different effects with these, but Leanne's going to do lots of videos and techniques about how you clean, because you need to clean your nozzles. At the end of the day, it's mica. You need to clean your nozzles out because you don't want them to get blocked with all that glittery goodness. But again, Leanne's going to go through all that with you. So I've decanted some into here because it gives me a different spritz. You get a different effect. You can paint with them, so you're going to be popping them on here. There's so many different ways that you are going to be using these. You are just going to love these. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a spray. So you can see that's just gone all over my desk.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
There we go. It went everywhere. I was pointing my little nozzle the wrong way.
I wonder where that had gone.
The more I tried to turn it round, the more it refused to turn round. So I've got that lovely gold on there. I'm just going to pop.
Oh,
see, can you see how it spritzes differently? And the reason you're going to find that they spritz a little bit differently is purely because of the mica. Just the way that it distributes through, you're just going to get so many different effects. So I don't know if I want to use my green. Let me use this ice white.
Ice white
is absolute, well, it's ice silver, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, you see that's coming out really fine, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that one is. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more red onto there because I know that that's coming out a little bit different. So it's sort of more direct, where some of the others are spread out more. And again, it's just purely because you've got that mica coming through your nozzle at the same time, it's going to make them all spray that little bit different because of how much mica is going to be there at that particular time, if that makes sense.
I know what you're saying. The mica is, well, yes.
Because there's just so much in there. So I'm going to bring in my heat tool. We're going to dry this off.
Yeah, make sure you pick that up today, 40% off, and don't reckon that will be at 40% off when these launch on the 19th. Probably wasn't supposed to be 40% off today, but they forgot to take it off. Laura Simmons says shimmer sprays, and Tracy won on Play Your Crafts Right, and she says, oh my God, I won. I've never won anything in my life. Yippee! There we go. Now I don't know whether you know this. This is quite a specific question, Michelle. Laura Simmons says, will these play well with the Hunky Dory Glimmer Sprays? I don't know Hunky Dory Glimmer Sprays.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't see why they wouldn't. If you're going to spray with those and you're going to dry it, or you're going to leave it to dry, and then you're going to put these on top, I can't see why not. I think it's just a case of, I think, what colours they are, whether they'll, you know, your colours will match. But yeah, I don't know. I've not... I need to go have a look. I might have to get some and have a play and then let you know.
Yeah.
Right, so I've just dabbed some of those. So where there was more pooling, I've just dabbed it away a little bit. But can you see where more pooled, you've got that deeper effect there. And if I just do that for you, look at that. How beautiful is that? And each time you do this, you're going to get a totally different effect. So let me bring in my red again. Let's pop a little bit onto this. Let me use that. Right, so you saw that didn't spray. I need to clean my nozzle. It's just as simple as that. Nothing wrong. I just need to go clean my nozzle in some warm soapy water. And again, that's something that Leanne's going to go over all of this with you. Let's bring in the gold. Pop. There we go. And then we're going to put that iced silver over the top as well. Make sure you always give them a shake every time you pick it up. Make sure that you really mixing that mica up. And then again, let's dry this off.
And drying it with the heat tool doesn't dull it down in any way at all.
Sorry?
It doesn't dull the mica down by drying it with the heat tool.
No, absolutely not. So I have done so many different techniques with these. I was playing with these all day yesterday. Every technique that I did, if I added water, if I painted with them, I stamped with them.
Oh, I'm interested to see. You've shown us how to do that later.
Yes.
Oh,
so I stamped with them, and even that stamped image, the line work on that stamp has got so much mica in, you wouldn't believe. So nothing that I did with these took away all that extra shine that you're going to get. It didn't take any of it away at all.
Brilliant. Betty says, another thing for my wish list. Colleen says, wow, look at these sprays. So a lot of you are loving this. I'm sorry, I know it, I don't even know what the date is today. Is it the third? Third. So yes, it is 16 days. Unfortunately, it's just fallen because of the warehouse reorganisation as well. We've had to delay it that little bit. But hopefully this is going to give you a teaser of something that you might like to look forward to.
You're going to need these so much. So bringing in just the inked background, which is lovely, but when you add on, look at that.
Look at how it reflects. Wow.
It is, I can't begin to tell you how beautiful these are. But let me bring this in before I carry on. This iced white. If I bring in the black, look how different.
It's like constellation, isn't it?
Yes. Look how different.
Do you know what? Often these sprays look so good on black, don't they?
They do. I think because we've got, obviously, the cameras and everything, it never quite shows it as perfect as it is here. But I just thought when you pop it onto black...
a deep space artist.
Look at that. Yes, especially on the black. Even where you can pick up all that shimmer, all that mica in there. So let me put that to the side because I'm getting so carried away. So these are my two bits. They are dry. In fact, that bit wasn't, but it still looks fabulous where I've wiped it off. They're water-based, so even though it's all over my desk, I know I can use either my wet wipes or a warm sponge with warm soapy water. It's just going to clean it up. So
it's water-based, so...
Yes, water-based, no problem at all. So let's use these to create a lovely card. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some bits that I've already got ready. And I'm going to bring in this. So all I did for this was I used my pink. Is that my pink? So my seashell pink. And I just spritzed my card. I let it dry. You can paint it out if you want. So if I bring in my wet paintbrush, you can absolutely paint it out if you want.
Or you could leave it to get you that
absolutely, yeah,
shimmer.
Absolutely leave it. But even where I've painted it out, it's not going to affect that mica at all. You've still got the, I'm trying to catch the light, all that shimmer in there. And then all I did was, once that was dried, I popped this over and I fussy cut it out. And then again, all I did with the green leaves is I sprayed some of this onto my mat and I just painted those leaves with it. So you saw how beautifully it works with my paintbrush. So that's all I did with that to create that gorgeous flower. And again, you've got all that shimmer on there. So let's just open this up. The only thing I will say is you need to give make sure if you've got one of those mucky boxes, messy boxes, you know that, I know Debbie and Debbie both have one, sort of a half cardboard box where they can spray into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, a Brenda.
A Brenda, is that what they call it? I made mine out of 2 halves of a plastic A4 box. So she's made out. There you go. Apparently that's what Brenda's made of. Oh, I have to see if we can find Brenda. And I just literally got 2 halves of a box and stood them at right angles, and then just put kitchen roll in the bottom, and it just captures all your little bits.
Yes.
Really, really useful for that. Oh, what's our George saying about Brenda? Oh, we think we know where Brenda is. In the cupboard behind show. We'll see if we can find it, and if we can find it for the first look show, then Michelle will bring out Brenda for the next show.
Yes.
Bring out Brenda.
It will save the desk. It will save John having a heart attack.
Shirley says, messy crafting. Yes, Sheena will love these. I'm sure she will. Can you imagine?
When Sheena gets her hands on these, and especially Leanne, because obviously Leanne's launching these.
Yes.
I was very, very lucky that I cheekily nabbed the first look. So I'm just going to show you how to have a lovely play, lots of different things. But obviously when Leanne launches these, you know, Leanne's going to do what she does best and make you all need these so much. But that's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Beautiful, doesn't it? But I can now see what you're saying about how that will work over your pattern papers as well.
Yes, yeah. Oh, definitely. So if I bring it in, let me just get a spare sheet of card. If I bring that in, and if we add, where's my gold?
What's the other side of that paper? Is that? Yeah, you see, that's what I was thinking.
In fact, I tell you, it'd probably be better to spray it on that side, won't it?
Yeah.
Because you'll pick it up a little bit better. So, you can add little spots like that. Again, it just really enhances it, doesn't it? Or you can full on just spray the whole thing. And then once I dry that, in fact, let me just dry it a little bit. I've gone totally off what I was doing.
But that's what it's all about. This is the first look. But it's the prelude to the first look. Laura says, Brenda's been on a sabbatical for a long while. I can't ever remember Brenda being out since I've been here, and I've been here a year. She's apparently when we were over in Unit 3, she was created. There we go.
So that's...
Liam made Brenda, apparently.
But,
oh, wow, yes.
Can you see how it really is going to take your papers?
So some of your papers that you might be thinking, they're a bit tired, you've used them to death, then just reinvigorate all of those papers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, we digress.
It's so easy when it's something like this, though, isn't it? So let's pop this on here. And again, you're going to make the most amazing backgrounds with this, but I can guarantee that you're not just going to stop there. You're going to create your backgrounds, you're going to cut your flowers out, so you've got the most amazing, unique flowers. that no one else is going to have. Let's pop that there, and we'll pop this across here. Let me just bring in some foam and pop that on there, because obviously this is going to be my stopper. I can't find nothing now because there's card everywhere that's all covered in these shimmer inks. So
Hannah asking if we can look at the colour board again. Yes, we will look at the colour board. I'll show you the colour board again in a few minutes when Michelle's finished her demo. Melanie says, loving the shimmer sprays. Yes, we are all loving them too. So I will flash the board again when the demo has finished.
So I'm going to pop that across there. That's lovely. I've got Happy. I've got my lovely birthday, and then just this. So I did have a little piece of
that red
somewhere.
really works well with those colours, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, now this is dried, even though I've painted it out. Just look at it, it's absolutely gorgeous. It really is. So let's just pop this on here. It's going to go on a couple of foam pads. So let's
It's going to take you the whole hour break just to sort out and reset.
They are honest. I mean, I was here yesterday and I'd finished the amount of prep that I needed to do, but because I'd started having a play just to see how they worked on different colour card and how many different ways I could use them, I ended up with like loads of just card with all these amazing sort of backgrounds on it. So you're just going to do, if nothing else, you're just going to do that. Spray lots of card, create some of the most amazing backgrounds, and then you're going to leave them, and then the next time you're doing a project and you're going to think, that piece that I created is going to work amazing with it.
We've had a message from Gareth. He says his car's called Brenda. There you go. It's a small world. And is your car covered in shimmer sprays and inks? I hope not.
So just a happy and a birthday. And because I've got that shimmer, I don't feel like I need any gems.
No, I know what you mean.
I don't think you need it, do you?
No, not at all.
Let's pop that there. And so turn this round, move all my inks.
So we can see.
So you can see. And turn
How
that round.
pretty is that? I just love that. You're not detracting from that background at all,
No.
are you? Absolutely gorgeous. So if you want these, we're going to do a full proper first look at these at 2 o'clock. Yes, that's right, 2 o'clock. But just to show you, you've got ice silver, gold dust, sunset bronze, deep sea shell pink, firelight sparkle, golden sunflower, summer meadow, celestial map, royal velvet. I don't know, there's something about that one I'm liking, but most liking this golden heather. So golden heather, it's got that pink colour, but it's got they've all got a lot of gold in, so this is absolutely beautiful. So really, really gorgeous. Now I've had a quick question from Terry Anderson, and I'm hoping that this actually is probably one that maybe our producer can help me answer with. She says, if I have an orange sticker item in my basket, do all the items have to have an orange sticker too? She's answered me. Right, we're saying our normal US warehouse sales rules are everything has to be orange stickered in your basket. So we're thinking that's the same. So what we're thinking is if you've got more things in your basket, you might have to split it into two. Your orange sticker basket and your non-orange sticker basket. We think that's right, Terry. We're pretty certain, but unfortunately there's no one here to check, but we're pretty certain that that is that's the rule. That's the normal rule. That's what I was thinking. There we go. Susan Lamb says, I love watching Michelle crafting. She is amazing. Well, we think that too. There we go. Wow. Now, I want to show you a few little bits that we've got on the show today that you might find useful. This is your pack of 58 4 sheets of Centura Pearl Snow White. So you've got that hint of gold in there. £10.39 or $11.99. You're saving 20% before your platinum price drops down to £8.31 or $9.59. Absolutely gorgeous cardstock there. Centura Pearl, so you know what you're going to get with that gorgeous pearl. It's white, but when you sort of twist it and turn it, you're going to get that gorgeous gold shimmer on there. 50 sheets on there. So, gosh, 20p a sheet before you get to platinum price. Absolutely gorgeous. So, yes, really good value there. And then we then come to our luxury mirror card pad. This is our 12 by 12. Absolutely gorgeous pad. We're going to give you 20% off this too and drop it down to $27.99 or $31.96. 32 sheets. Now it says 250 GSM and I'm not denying that, but can I just say I have used this pad and it feels a lot stronger. I think it's the way it's built up, because you've got the cardstock, then you've got the mirror, then you've got almost like got the colour, the cover over the top. It comes out, it feels a lot stronger. So if you do want to use it for construction, absolutely brilliant. I'm not denying it, it's 250, but it just feels a lot stronger. Yeah, Michelle's going yes. Now, if you like the golds and silvers, the metallics, then maybe you are going to want the everyday colours. You've got reds and golds, blue and silver, blush and silver, and then I love these at the bottom, the yellow and green. Absolutely perfect. So you've got those same, I think that's the same price as the other pad, $27.99 or $31.96. Again, an amazing 20% off. Your platinum price is £22.39 or $25.57. There we go. Now, we have seen the Bohemian paper pad a few times today. If you really like that, then how about having a look at the Bohemian 8x8 vellum pad? 24 sheets of your vellum, and it is 160 GSM, so it's a lovely strong vellum. So remember, you can't compare GSMs of paper and vellum, they come out very different. £11.69 or $13.49, you're saving 10%, so that's dropping down to £9.35 or $10.79. There you go. So if you want those. Now, the next thing we're going to show you, right, a mad deal. If you buy one, $7.99, you're going to get your other two free. Now these are your sequin dies. So what you get is you get a single die in each one. You put it over your card, run it through your cardstock, and it's going to cut out. Now, it varies between, because of the shapes and sizes, between 50 odd and 70 odd sequins for every single pass of your die through your die cutter. So this means that when you're doing your shaker cards or you're doing your embellishments, they can now match your projects absolutely perfectly. £6.39 or $9.56 if you are platinum. You're getting the sort of hexagon shape, the true sequin, and the heart shape as well. Yeah, absolutely perfect. So you're going to get all three of those today. There we go. So brilliant. Right, now, should we have one quick look at this weekend wonder? So, we're going to start the vote first. So you've done 3 projects for us today.
I probably could have done 4, but I got so carried away with those shimmers.
Yeah.
So number 1 was the ornate nesting dies. Number 2 is that mouldable foam where we created our background. And number 3 is those. Just moving it there, look at that.
Are people going to go for those shimmer sprays because they're so special? I like number 1 as well. I think number 1 looks so classy. I think some 3's nice. Number 2's lovely. Oh, good job I'm not voting. Oh, George, I always love to know. George gets a vibe. What's your vibe, George? Oh, his sixth sense.
His sixth sense. His
Yeah.
spidey sense. His spidey sense.
It's tingling over number 3. There we go. There we go. Right. Terry says, thank you for answering her question. Denise says, when are the shimmer sprays available? The 19th. I know it's a little bit of a wait, But we're having to show you some first looks at the moment for things that are going to be going live after our warehouse is back open. Otherwise, if we launched it this week, it would be on a delayed dispatch, and that just wouldn't be fair. So yeah, so it's on the 19th. Right, now, every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, we launch our latest weekend wonder, and this is what we're going to be giving you today. And what we're doing is we're giving you all these paper pads, and we're giving you the Mediterranean linen cardstock absolutely free. You're getting the gold luxury, you're getting the gift bag, die-cut gift bag pad, you're getting the blush plaid pad. I couldn't put my lips in the right place. I've gone from die-cut paper pad to blush plaid pad, and then you're getting the 12 by 12 in the silver with the encapsulated glitter and the pearlescent as well. Absolutely wonderful. And as I said, you're going to get the A4 in the luxury linen cardstock absolutely free. £55 or $65, but that's going to drop right down to £44 or $52. So there we go. So no more questions coming through now. So that just gives us time to have a look at what we're going to be doing in the craft along at 6 p.m. Not 2 p.m.
At 6
Don't get
p.m.
that one set up. At 6 p.m. please, Michelle. What we're going to be doing.
So we've got those ornate nesting dies. So this is my huge exploding box. What I'm saying huge, it's a 6x6. I've got those lovely vellum sentiments on the front and on the top. You can see all the elements from those ornate nesting dies. But then if I open it up, so I've got this one here is with some acetate, so we've got a little frame if you want to use it as a frame, but my idea was this light box. So this is onto some vellum. They just work perfectly, and actually, so my thought was this is 6x6, this is 5.1 by 5.1. And then I thought inside you can go with another smaller box, which means you can have those string lights round here, and then inside you've got a smaller box that's got the gift in. So you've got like a multi-layered gift box if you wanted to. Obviously I haven't put the extra box in because we wouldn't have time for that.
Be fair to yourself, Michelle.
But you absolutely, you can see, so it's 5.1, you could go with a 4 or a 3, you could have your string lights round, it lights up beautifully, and you could have that smaller box in the middle for a gift.
Have you got some lights to put in?
I haven't. Do you know what?
I have some in my bag.
I didn't bring them. I got them out ready to see. This is what I said about them half organised. I got them out ready to bring and just totally forgot
I've got one in my bag. I'll pass it over.
So yeah, so I'm very excited to do this one. Again,
yes.
Nice and simple, not lots of measurements and things like that. Just a nice
looks
box.
to me like you're going to be. I'm not going to be with you for 6 o'clock. That'll be Lily, but it looks to me like that's going to be a busy show.
Yeah.
I know you say it's not lots of measurements, but that still looks like an amazing thing to achieve.
Yeah.
And we believe we've got somebody crafting along with us. Now, apparently, demo of the show was very, very close. Demo. No, I don't know what it says. Demo of the show. Very, very close between two of them. So I haven't been told which one it is, I don't think. No. Okay, It's very, very close between two, so hopefully our Rachel is just verifying the figures. Oh, George's Waters is telling them it's not number 3.
Oh.
What they said?
Number 1.
Pardon?
Is it number?
What was that, Nicola? George's Waters are wrong. The count isn't wrong, George. The count isn't wrong. We trust... No, she's not going to recount. The answer is number 1. It's not 10 minutes left on the show. It's number 1. I like that one. I said I like that one. There you go. George, you're out. Go home, George. Go home. You're wrong. He's leaving. Well, thank you to everybody that voted. That was we've had a lovely time. Congratulations to our 6 winners from Play Your Crafts Right. And Michelle and I will be back at 2 p.m. to have lots more crafty inspiration for you with those shimmer sprays, while Rachel and George go and arm wrestle to see who counted the votes right, because she did apparently. She counted it right. So yeah, please come back and join us at 2 p.m. and it's going to be so much fun. So until then, see you later. Bye bye.